It's JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed, and it is Tuesday, February 9th, 2021. It's been over 2 weeks, I think, since I made a video. I moved into my new condo, and I've been getting it ready, unpacking for 2 weeks, getting things in order. That's what happens when you move. For those who have moved, I've moved so much that, like I was saying, 15 times in the last 21 years, 22 years. So I'm kind of used to it by now. I'm tired of it, but I'm used to it. I know what to do. Yeah, you gotta spend some time unpacking, getting things where you like them. Us humans, we're like a beast of everything in its spot. We like routine, and yeah, it's just getting into where am I gonna go shopping now. Oh, that place I'm gonna go shopping. Where am I gonna go for this? That place I'm gonna go for this. Trying to understand your surroundings, and trying to get a grasp of the apartment layout. And when you wake up, you don't go crazy and say, "What the hell am I?" Today I had a colonoscopy. Any of you out there have had one? Probably some. I had one 10 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. I think I was 45. And everything came out negative. Went to a gastrologist a few weeks ago because I'm getting old, I guess, and then I told him my mother had colon cancer when she was maybe 60, and then he said, you gotta get a colonoscopy right away. Your age now, you should be getting one every 5 years, not 10 years. So he got me a little scared, so I went in and I got one this morning, and it's good. So everything's good. So I feel good because he had me kind of worried there. But yeah, no, I'm good. I'm clear. So he said, next 5 years, you come get another one. I said, okay, I'm there. So that's good. I know, knock on wood, I'm clean right now. But anybody who's questioning that they should get it, I think when you hit 50, you should get. If you get one and the doctor says come back in 10 years, then fine. But you should just get one anyway because a lot of stuff happens up there, that yeah. And yeah, a lot of people have got colon cancer. My mother did, and she wasn't that old and wasn't good, but she got rid of it, and she didn't die from that. She died from other things, but she did die not too much after that, but it wasn't because of that, other things. But yeah, I think it's good to get one, and I've had two now, and I'm happy I got them, and they make you feel good too, because it cleans everything out of you, and I think that's great. I mean, they give you the stuff that tastes horrible, and you got to drink it, but it just you spend most of the night like I did last night on the toilet bowl, but in the morning you feel great. You feel like you've just gotten rid of everything. Everything's out of you, which is, there's things that are hanging up there for years and that's pretty gross when you think about it. That things are hanging up there for years, and you got to use extra strength stuff to get it out, That's why people, I guess, get enemas, So hey, this is my new digs over here, my living room, my television over here, which I've had for 12 years, that same piece of shit television. There's a kind of backyard area I have. Let me give you a quick tour of the house, as if you care, as if you really care. Who the hell are you to really care? You're nobody, really. You're just somebody who watches this video. If you do, great. Thank you very much. But here's a living kind of area. Here's a dining room now. There's my bar that I've had forever. Here's the master bedroom, kind of big. Master bedroom's very big. Walk-in closet, very big. Yeah, very big. I don't need that. That's a woman's closet. hate to say that, but how many women love a walk-in closet? A lot. How many men do? They could. Most don't really care. There's a closet, linen closet. There's the master bath. Kind of the hotel room master bath, with the sink, not in the same room as the toilet. Kind of like that's I call that the hotel bath, the bathroom, the layout. There's into my backyard, which is a little area, not really much of a backyard, but it's still some place to put some lawn furniture. The kitchen, there's a front door. There's my daughter's room, her bathroom. It's a full bath. Don't want to go in there and interrupt her. Here's the kitchen. Pretty big. Nice floor. I love this floor. Floor is very nice. Here's the washer dryer room. And there's the 2-car garage with 2 vehicles in it. That's mine. That's my father's. He's staying here until he comes back in a few weeks. He stays on the West Coast when he comes back, but he's living in here. That's good. I like to have cars in the garage. Unlike a lot of people, I don't use my garage for shit. Like a lot of other people, they just throw shit in there and they park their cars in the street. I think the garage is for parking cars, not to leave in the street. If you have a garage and you don't park your car in it, well, it's kind of no reason to have it then. Is it? Right? Isn't it kind of stupid then? I don't know. That's just what I feel. Anyway, taking this colonoscopy as a hint to get myself in shape, because the doctor even said, you're in pretty good shape. You're not in bad shape. Got to lose some weight though. I think this COVID thing's helping me one bit. Sitting around the house not exercising. Any incident I had a few months ago really has not been good for my staying in shape. I decided to take a few month rest. I'm just using that as an excuse because I'm lazy. Let's be honest. Let me just be honest. A moment of truth. I'm using that as a fucking excuse because I'm lazy and I'm a procrastinator. I'm taking a few months off so I can get myself back in shape before I go out on runs and go in the pool. Yeah, I could have did it weeks ago. I'm lazy. It's probably a little bit of that, and it's probably good to take a rest after your heart stops. Take a few month rest, but when you start gaining some weight, maybe it's good to jump back on the horse and get back out there. I don't know. Is my heart gonna stop when I'm running? Maybe you run so your heart won't stop again. One of those things, Maybe you try to stay in shape so you won't have this again. Well, if you do this, you're gonna do. Probably gonna happen again. Has anybody said that? No. Well, people have said that who don't know. You shouldn't have overexert yourself because that's not good. Because you might, have a heart attack or something. Okay, but if you overexert yourself and you get in shape, you won't have heart attacks anymore. Keep taking pills. Keep throwing drugs in us. We're a society of drugs. We're a society of drugs. Doctors don't want to do the work anymore. They just want to give you drugs and everything will be okay. And I guess the pharmaceutical companies are getting rich. Doctors are getting rich too. Right? It's all good, right? Pharmaceutical companies, insurance, the companies, they're all making money. So, is money important? Yeah. I think the problem, again, I'm spewing right now. The problem with money, it's the root of all evil. No, it's not. But it gets to the point where people want it so badly that they don't have any integrity anymore. They've lost all that and they just want money. And the ends justify the means. They'll do whatever. So what you have now is a world where money is really the end all to be all. So whatever it takes to get it is good. So, doctors like, I don't care, I'm making money. I'm giving you a referral for your drug company and you draw me money. Drug companies, hey, I'll give you money if you hawk our drugs. Yeah, and you hawk the drugs and next thing you know it, everybody's rich, everybody's making money, so why not do it? And then like when I went to the hospital, they're still trying to get $400 off me for the ambulance. I'm like, the insurance doesn't pay for that? They go, yeah, just give it to the insurance company. Why? $400 to drive me a few blocks. Please, it's not worth it. But that's what it is. Well, that shouldn't be it. It shouldn't be that's just the way it is. Accept it. When I bought this house, one of the biggest problems was having to deal with everybody's, bullshit. It's like, what are they getting? Well, it's just the closing fees. Well, why are they getting? What is it? Well, it's closing. What is the closing fees? What constitutes the closing fees? Well, they have to sign. So signing the paperwork constitutes closing fees. Okay. So basically, you need this paperwork to close. You need the deed. Yeah. You need a title. There's a title company. Okay. Why is this title company? Why can't I have the title? You got to hire a title company. It's just the law. Who makes the law? People in the state. Why they make the law? To give some people jobs where they can make money. Can I hold my own title? No, you're not allowed. You have to have a title company. Why? So what do? There's a lawyer there. The lawyer's working in his best interest. He was working in this. It's an office where people just do the paperwork and they charge you $2,000 for the paperwork. That's just what it costs. It's not even an excuse. Why does it cost that? Because we're taking up his time. I'm fucking taking up my time too. My time ain't what shit. How much time I waste? How much time I fucking waste? Believe me, my time ain't what shit. Even when I'm doing work. Really, how much, what are we really doing? It's just a fucking scam. It's all bullshit. Let's admit it. Let's just sit here and admit it. Anybody who says, I really work hard for my, most of the people who work their asses off are not getting paid nearly enough. Most of the people who are getting paid nearly enough ain't working their asses off. So that's what I've come to find out. The more you know, the less you actually work. The longer you've been around, the less you actually do. You get to the point where you just tell others what to do. That's a problem with the government. You can't get higher and higher and higher until you become in a management position. And a lot of managers, they just tell others what to do. They don't do it, they tell others what to do. Or you're good at telling others what to do. You get, the embassy one's great. It's on that clockwork. We're going to give you a promotion. I didn't do shit. I just told them to do it. I haven't touched anything. I haven't done anything with, when I first started in the field, I was busting my ass 8 hours a day running around doing X, Y, and Z, doing everything. Now, I don't do any of that shit anymore. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore. Am I telling others what to do? No, not really anymore. I could go back there and tell others what to do, but you can't get higher in the government until you get to the point in your management. Some people are just not good for management. They're just not a good manager. They're good at doing. Why can't we have somebody get up to the highest level they can possibly do by doing? No. We have to have people tell us what to do. Manage. And some people just, like I said, they're not born for managers. I think you can have, 180 IQ and just be a fucking horrible manager. You're not a person. Actually, I do see a lot of people with 100 IQ who I would think would not be people, but people. But I'm getting off the subject. What was the subject anyway? There was no specific subject. I'm just going on a tangent now. Showing you my place. You've seen it? Yeah, it's great. Hopefully, see, there's no holes in the wall right here. So this looks better than that one. Let's meet again soon. Let's not let me wait. Like, you're really gonna stop me from having you wait. Like, people are really waiting for the next video for me to maybe even my friends see it and they laugh, and hopefully they'll see this one that says, what the fuck is John up to, man? He just looks like he's rambling. That's I'm a rambling man. No, I like that movie. That it's like, I'm a rambling man. He's supposed to be like a guy who's going out and banging chicks up to him. It'd be funny if, like, the Allman Brothers. Well, most of them are dead now, aren't they? But it'd be funny if they said before they died, we're just making out about a guy who bullshits all the time. It wasn't about a guy who goes out to bars and gets laid and has kids by multiple women. He's just a rambling man. Lord, I was born a rambling man. I'm out drinking, having a good time, whoring around. No, actually, no. It's the guy who's just full of shit who just talks all day long. He just rambles. He's just drunk at the bar in the corner. You see that loser right there in the corner? That's the rambling man. That's the song about him. You thought it was about a guy who's having a good time, banging chicks up the right now. It's a guy who can't get laid. That guy's a sad motherfucker. That's what, it'll make you think about that song in a different way. Like, the song's not as cool as I thought it was. Rambling Man's about someone like J.P. Alexander. That's pretty sad. We thought it was somebody cool, like, who's cool? Matthew, what's his name? McConaughey. I was just watching an interview with Matthew McConaughey. I love Matthew McConaughey. I just think he's got the McConaugheyisms. He's just like, I'm a living. He's just got that, thing, and he's like, I was rom-com. What's that, McConnell? I'm rom-com McConnell, and I could have just been doing that, but I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he got away from that and did Dallas Buyers Club and all this other stuff he's done. I'm glad he's went on and done that, because he's been great in that. He was dialing it in. What is it? Failure to launch something gold when he's with like Hudson. What's her name? Jennifer Hudson. No, the other Hudson, the Goldie Hawn's daughter, Kate Hudson, who's like chick flicks all the time. Matthew McConaughey was just becoming the rom-com McConaughey. I love that rom-com McConaughey. He knows himself too much. It's like, I started on a high note. I wanted that shit. I could keep doing that shit. I wanted, for a while, and I wasn't getting work, and I just wanted it. And he got Dallas Buyers Club, and now look at him. That's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. The next time, I want to talk about a video. Next video, I want to talk about Jared Leto. Speaking of Dallas Buyers Club, I want to talk about what's happening to that guy. That's so funny. I mean, I kind of feel he's kind of a pretentious douchebag on one end with his cult or whatever the hell he's got. But then I kind of feel sorry for him, because they hired him to become the Joker, and then they fucking, they have him in one bad film, they give him shit to do, they have him in a cameo role, and then, when the movie comes out, they blame it bombing on him, which, believe me, it didn't bomb because of him, okay? It bombed, because it fucking sucked, But they blame him, who in a cameo role, they're blaming him for ruining the film. Then they give a Joker that really is what the Joker should have been. We should never had Suicide Squad. We should have had the Joker in his own origin story, and then they have it, Joaquin Phoenix in it, and he just fucking, he's great. He got some Academy Award, and he's like, he makes the largest R-rated film ever. It made the most money in every R-rated film ever in the history of, So that succeeding has caused one thing: you will never see Jared Leto play Joker again. That's a shame. That's a shame. But then on the other hand, when you see him coming back from one of his cult meetings, a cult rituals, throwing some virgin into the fire or whatever shit those guys do, he says, it was COVID. I didn't even know. Sounds like an asshole, but I want to talk about him the next time in one of my future videos. What else do I want to spew about and just ramble? What else do I want to ramble about and waste everybody's time? I got a bar, but I'm not drinking anymore. That bar's been around the world. I've had parties at that bar. That bar's been everywhere. I put it in place like, I'm going to have parties. It's funny, but when I bought that bar, I didn't have any parties, and I'm having it here, and I'm not going to have any parties here. Just looking at my life, I'm much more fulfilling. It was overseas, and here I'm just a nobody. Here I'm just a regular schmo who's making videos no one's going to see. Where overseas, I think I had the impression that I was somebody. People wanted to hang around with me. I went to bars in these little countries, these little cities like Reykjavik and Serbia, Belgrade, and I was kind of important. People wanted to know who I was. Suva, Fiji. If you go to a big city, a big country, you're gonna meet nobody. But you go to a smaller country in a smaller city, people are gonna want to hang around with you at your house. You know, parties with hundreds of people, and you're thinking, what? How? Why are people coming to my party? I'm not that important. You know, and then I come back to the States, I'm a nobody, and I'm like, I have party people, I'm like, who's this weird guy? I come back here and I realize I'm nobody, I'm nothing. Yeah, but I think I've always realized that. But overseas, you're nobody, but you fool some people into thinking you're somebody. But here, no one, you're not fooling anybody, and you're not even trying to fool anybody because you know it's totally useless to try to fool anybody into thinking you're important because you ain't. But then, who's important anyway? We're all trying to lie to one another and say, hey, I'm important. You want to date me. You want to go after me. I'm important, you know? Also, I want to talk about one of my next videos. I want to talk about Marilyn Manson and that whole thing. That whole kinky shit. Doesn't he look like the kind of guy who's into kinky? Wouldn't you think if he was interested in you and he wants to date you? Don't you think maybe if you start dating him, some fucked up shit's gonna be going down? But don't you imagine that? And aren't you with him maybe because of that? Because of the danger of it? Why are you with him? Because he's a nice guy. He's got a good 401k plan. No, you're with him because he's Marilyn Manson. He's not that good looking of a guy. He's kind of a freak, but you're with him because it's dangerous. You know. I don't. Do I think he did something wrong? I think a lot of us think he did something wrong because what he was doing sexually was fucked up. But is it illegal? No. A lot of us have seen S&M shit, okay? There's videos out there of some pretty fucked up shit, but it's not illegal. Everybody involved in it is going with the flow. It's all consensual. It's legal. We might not agree with it. We might think that's fucked up. That shouldn't be allowed, but it is allowed. So what has Marilyn Manson done that was allowed that these people went willingly, and now years later they look back and go, what the fuck was I doing? Yeah, shit, what the hell was I getting involved in? You know, he was doing some, I bet you he's done something, yeah. Did he force anybody into it? That's going to be hard to prove. Especially if you were dating him for X amount of time, and then you broke up mutually, and then years later, you come up and say, hey, he did this, and you know, I don't know. I want to talk about that another time. I'm kind of getting a little deep into it right now, and I don't think I should. I'll talk about it at another time. But I want to, hear from people, watch this video, or write some comments on what you think of what I'm saying. Does it hold any water? Do you believe anything of what I'm saying? Am I just talking to myself? Yeah, I'm probably talking to myself and a few other old friends of mine. Probably what I'm doing. Anyway, that's all I got to say right now. I don't want to be a rambling anymore. I got some Tinder messages. That's going nowhere. Those are going nowhere. It's like as I'm talking to these girls, I'm realizing, what am I wasting my time for? I know this is going to go nowhere. Even if it does lead to a date, it's going to go nowhere. It's like I love people who go on dates and the dates always. I probably 96% of the dates I've went on in my life have gone nowhere. Have never led to a second date. And then I was 4% left over, maybe 3% led to a second date, and maybe 1% led to me dating the woman. The fucking odds are terrible. It's terrible. If I go out and hit on 100 women tonight, I'll probably be 0 for 100, which will probably put my percentages even worse off than they are right now. So I'm staying in. I have my daughter here anyway, and don't worry, she's doing her own thing. She's not listening to this bullshit. If she did, she'd realize how pathetic her father was and say, "Geez, I got a pathetic." He's even more pathetic than I thought he was. Anyway, that's all I got to say right now. Until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, it's JP Alexander for the Rabid Dogs Unleashed. Until next time, ciao.